Welcome to Four Corners Podcast. We have BCK Putties here. To my upper, we got We and my boy Slim. Slim, are
What's
you
going on,
ready?
world? Yeah, man, I'm ready.
Talk to him.
All right, so it's your boy Slim, man. What brought us together? Man, I went to school with my boy Weed. I got I work with Pootie. You know what I'm saying? And just found out that we all had a wrestling bond. I don't even necessarily know. I don't even know how me and you even got on the subject of it. You know, Chi-Town. I don't
At
know,
work at
man.
Nike. It was just random.
Yeah.
Like it's just like wrestling. Talking about wrestling is like it's still kind of like not frowned upon. It's just like you only bring it up when you know you're around a fan. Because that way, because you could really
Yeah.
talk
Yeah,
about it.
yeah,
And so I
that's
think we
true.
was just,
You
I was
know,
talking about with it with somebody, or I had
I was
probably
just
shared
gonna say
some
that,
on
yeah,
social media.
you was talking to another coworker about it and I overheard it, and then I caught you one on one. And then
Yeah.
I actually saw you I saw you put the ones up one time too, and I'm like, okay, yeah, he on it then,
Yeah.
so yeah. So, I
Boy
caught
was
you one on one.
acknowledging.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got
they out
to.
here acknowledging, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I'm like, shit, I acknowledge it too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's up? I put my ones up too. And like, ever since then, when we see each other at work, we put the ones up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But man, what got me into it, man, as a kid, I just remember being over my grandparents' house all the time. And my granddaddy had like, bro, like a big shelf with a shitload of, I'm talking about wrestling tapes, WWF and WCW. So I was watching them joints, and that's my first eyesight of it, you know what I'm saying? And my first remembrance of it and really falling in love with it. And as I was watching the older joints, as far as my memory serves me, we was watching the
That
present
Freddie
time joints
Class,
too in the
Freddie
90s, you know what I'm
Classy,
saying?
what's his name? Freddie Blassie
Freddie,
Blassie.
what is it?
I remember in the
Yeah,
intros to the
that's a
DVDs, the
tongue
wrestling
twister.
DVDs, they
Yeah,
would do his fucking the pencil neck. He would call people pencil neck. Freddie Classy Blassie.
and then what my granddad did, he like I guess he like got them joints on pay per view, and like he would record them joints on the VHS. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So he records them joints, and he would have them named off or stuff like that. And I know like some of my favorite ones I used to watch. I used to like to watch a lot of the King of the Rings.
Mm.
One of my favorite joints was when don't jump on me. We when Britt had one uh and Owen had came in Jamaica during the ceremony. I think it was him and Anvil that they came out. Owen, put the beat down on the man.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite King of the Rings growing up. And I don't know why, cause thinking of I guess cause it was outside. Well, it was a couple of WrestleManias that was outside before nine. I think that was dead. It was nine when
The one that was at Caesar's Palace in
bro when
Vegas.
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Mm,
Yeah, I guess it had a different feel to it. So that was one of my favorite ones too. Uh, let's see, my favorite wrestler, shit, of course, HBK. Who else you got in there? Undertaker, Stone Cold, uh, RVD, Sabu. Just to name a few, you
He
know what I'm
likes to
saying?
show off.
Yeah, so that's me right now. So
yeah, so for me, everybody knows me as Weed. Weed is my actual name, which is a cool ass nickname to have too, because it's my real name. So I just
I'm
always thought that shit
jealous.
was cool.
He's strong. He's
Yeah.
loud.
Right,
Mm.
right, for sure. But as far as what got me into wrestling, so it's a few things that got me into it. For one, when I was a kid, and my mom did this without even realizing what she was doing, but to this day I thank her for that because it's what got me introduced into wrestling. So This was 1996, I believe. And I had seen wrestling like on TV, like in passing or whatever. And whenever I would see it, I would sit there and look at it because I thought the shit was cool. But my mom had bought me a WCW calendar. So I'm showing my age. So every year when I was growing up, my mom will buy me and my sister a calendar each year. So one thing about me, like I used to be like really into cars, which I kind of
Mhm.
am now, but I was able to name you every fucking car on the street when I was a kid. Like I would be like 3 years old and I can name you every fucking car that would pass by on the street.
Yeah.
So one year, which I believe this was '96. Like I said, my mom had got me a WCW calendar, and I was just so intrigued by the pictures of all the wrestlers on there. Like
Oh man, it had
it
the
had
Ricky
Hogan.
Goldberg with the Harley Davidson.
Yeah, so it had Sting on there, Crow Sting at this time because he had already transitioned to the Crow Sting by this time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, Hollywood Hogan. I want to say Macho Man was on there. Um, and crap, who else was on there during that time in '96? DDP. Yeah, DDP was on there, just to name a few. But I was so blown away by the images. I was like, dang, like all these wrestlers look so cool. And I was like, I gotta stop watching this shit.
Mhm.
So by the end of that
Yeah.
year, like I was so into it that by the end of the year, I cut the part of the picture of them off the counter and started hanging the shit on my wall. So to go hand in hand with that, one of my partners that lived down the street was into wrestling too, and I was over his house one day, and they were watching Mind Games, in the HBK and Mankind match was on, and I remember watching all this, like that shit just blew my mind just seeing that match, and I was like, damn, like this shit cool as hell. And at that moment, I believe is when I actually like fell in love with wrestling, was when I saw that match. So it was a little late into my, well, I ain't gonna say late into my childhood. Like '96, I was 8 years old in '96. So '96 was
Or
when I became like, well, '96 is when they got to the point where I was watching wrestling on a regular basis. I believe was during that time.
mhm.
Before then, like I would watch it like here and there, but '96 was the year that just got me into it because at that point,
Yeah.
that's when my folks started buying me, all the action figures and shit. That's when they started buying me the video games because Christmas was it Christmas night? It was either Christmas '96 or Christmas '97 was when my folks had bought me the WCW NWO World Tour video game because that's the first video game that I own. That's the first wrestling video game that I own, rather.
Classic
Um,
though.
yeah, yeah, man. It was so many damn wrestlers on
Yeah.
there, man. It was a
Man, yeah, it was.
it was a uh, it was a ninja dude on there that was so cool. I can't think of his name, but he was like a black ninja. I used to pick that man anytime. I used to get folks ass with that man. But
Who was your first wrestler figure?
my first wrestling figure, I'm trying to remember because I had so many. Like when I say like when I because it got to a point where I put all my toys up in the attic. I had like two or three trash bags full of wrestling stuff. So my
Yeah.
very first one, I'm trying to remember who my very first one is, but I honestly feel like whenever my folks at first bought me action figures, they didn't give me just one. They got
Yeah.
me
They
like a
had to get
few.
you like 3 or 4.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
I know I had DX, which was Shawn Michaels and Triple H at the time. Those two were one of my first ones, and I think it was I think it was a pack of Stone Cold, The Rock, Undertaker, and Kane. I think those four, along with DX, were my first. What was like my first ones that I had. My
Mm.
first action
My
figures that
first
I had.
my
Hmm.
first one I had was Shawn Michaels, and I had just had got one of them because I think that's probably when I
Hmm.
got first introduced into the action figures. I seen that joint at Walgreens, and I just asked my mom,
Yeah.
man, would she buy
Yeah,
that
I
joint? You know
gotta
what I'm
get
saying? And I
that
didn't,
man. It's the
yeah,
sexy
and I didn't
boy.
think. Come on, man. He had the matter of fact, it
Come
was the
on.
SummerSlam. It was the SummerSlam attire when he had the blue on
The
when he
blue on.
fought Razor Ramon. Yeah, the blue
Hmm.
with the white boots on.
Mm.
The
And
ladder match.
I didn't. Yeah, I was like, man, can I get it or whatever? Can you get a course? I ain't got no money. So I'm like, can you
It's
get
like,
it
come on,
for
I'll
me or
pay you
whatever?
back when we get to the house.
Yeah, yeah, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Break some leaves or whatever the case, man. Whatever I gotta do. Can I get that? You know what I'm saying? And I ended up getting it. And from that moment, I was like, I want all the action figures, wrestling action figures I could probably possibly
Yeah.
get.
And see y'all. So Sean was y'all's favorite. Well, not y'all's favorite, but it was y'all's earliest action figures, which is crazy because I can never get my hands on a freaking Shawn Michaels action figure, bro. I can never
Whoa.
find them in
Mhm.
store ever, bro. I only found one person that ever got me that ever had a Shawn Michaels, and it was my older cousin. And bro, he was like probably in his teenage years, like high school. And I was like, bro, let me get the Shawn Michaels. You're not even supposed to keep in them. Like you're grown. Like you don't need them. And he can. He had Goldberg too, and I never had a Goldberg because, of course, by the time I got
Ain't
into it, he
missing
was
none.
already had gone. So what made me fall in love with wrestling, man? It's like, but I gotta tell y'all, I really like blood, tears, sweat, like wrestling on trampolines, freaking bloody
Mhm.
noses, crying because I'm missing wrestling. Like I don't exactly remember how I got into wrestling or like where the love came from. I just remember like glimpses of it. So like one of my earliest memories is I went over to my cousin's house and they had a Monday Night Raw's War blanket that had just the logo on there. I just remember they had that and they had wrestlers. I don't remember exactly who they had. And then they took me to Raw. Their stepdad and took me, my three cousins, and we went to Monday Night Raw, and it was the Monday Night Raw where The Rock got hit by the semi by Hollywood Hogan. So I
Mm.
remember that. So like I was like 5 years old and I seen that. And then I don't that's like the earliest I remember. And then like my like starting to okay, I'm paying attention. There's two instances. It's the infamous Eddie's Got a Story promo with Ray where he tells that he's got Dom as his kid. And so I
Yeah.
remember that one. I remember watching that one, and then I remember Christian Cage jumping to TNA and him
Mhm.
attacking AJ Styles. So those are my
Mm.
earliest
Oh,
memories
yeah.
of wrestling, and then it just grows into an obsession, like literally an obsession. Like I tell you, I watch Monday Night Raw, Thursday Night Impact, Friday Night SmackDown. At damn near every time my grandma sent me $20, she'd send me $20 once a month. Wrestling DVD. Watch that whole 9 hour DVD from Friday night to Saturday morning. Recreate the matches I saw in there every time, bro. And then what helped is my brothers being kind of into it. So every time I got a new wrestling figure, they would get one. So Christmas, bro, we were getting like two, three wrestling figures every time. And then
Hmm.
they started coming to Jackson, Tennessee, which was an hour out from where we grew up. And so there
Hmm.
was one time, bro, we had went. It's 2008. Um, the main event was Batista versus JBL for the World Heavyweight title. We're sitting at the top of the little arena, bro. I'm in middle school, seventh grade. I jump, run down from the top where we were at that we got tickets for. Jump all the way down to the arena, to the wrestling ring, to the apron, not the apron, the little barricade. While Batista's
Yeah.
making his way around, touching hand, I touch hands with Batista. Dapped him,
Damn.
Oh,
handshake
that's
him. I said,
live.
"Damn." So that same night,
Dang,
it's
that's
a Sunday
crazy.
night. It's a WWE home show. We're
So okay,
waiting.
so it was just a live
It was
event.
just a live event. We're
Yeah.
waiting, bro.
Yeah,
We
that's
know the
live.
wrestlers are like coming in. Like we know we're gonna be walking out. We're waiting, bro. It's a school night. We got an hour drive. We're waiting, and it's like my uncles and then people that they work with. They all went like a big old thing, and we're just waiting, bro. My sister ends up getting to get held by Kofi Kingston, and she gets fucking scared. Like she knows it's Kofi Kingston, but as soon as he puts her in arms, because she don't recognize him because he's like in person, she starts screaming.
Yeah.
So we're waiting. We go outside, and my mom's like, "Okay, we're ready to go. We're ready to go." And I'm like, "No, no, we can't go yet." Batista ain't walked out yet. Security comes in. Now everybody's gone. Everybody's gone. I said, "No, Batista hasn't left yet. He just had his match. He ain't left yet." All right, we'll wait. We'll wait. Sure enough, when he comes out, I had took a stack of mag because I used to collect every magazine, bro. We not where we at now. How it was, bro. My dad would steal me wrestling magazines. He would tell me, "Hey, just put it under the car with the waters, and don't scan it. Just
Dang.
scan the waters, bro." So he would, but that's how I would get the magazine. But then my grandma would pay for the
I laugh at it.
subscription. So I would cut up the papers, and I was like, "I'm gonna get somebody to sign them." I was like, "Okay, who's on the Raw roster?" I got John Morrison, Kofi Kingston, Batista. I got all these pictures ready, bro, just off the chance. Batista comes out, he signs my picture, bro. I got that
Yes,
junk to
sir.
this day. Where the hell is it, bro?
I was sure about to say you still got it.
Yes, I still got that junk somewhere. I be reorganizing my room so much, bro. Damn, y'all gonna think I'm lying.
Nah, I believe
Nah,
you,
I
bro.
believe you. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, here it goes, bro. That's my pride and joy. I'm never giving it away.
Boy, framed it.
Bro,
Yeah.
framed it. The
Had to.
magazine, it was an old picture because I had folded it up. So he signed it in 2008, bro.
Damn.
So I really died about
That's
this stuff,
live.
man. Really died about this stuff. So if anybody want to question
Yes,
my
sir.
fandom, bro, I really deep dive into this. Like I said, it's a section. I scare the host
Yeah.
with my knowledge.
You
Yeah.
you brought up something too that I forgot to mention. Like I used to be wrestling on trampolines too. When I was a kid, my neighbor across the street had a trampoline in their backyard, and me and about four or five other kids that lived on the street would go over her house all the time, and we would just wrestle on the trampoline all fucking day
Yes,
into
bro.
the
Whether it's
nighttime.
cold outside, hot outside,
Uh-huh.
bro, come on.
Yeah,
We
man.
had freaking street fights where we threw ourselves into the cars, bro. We ain't get to the Daredevil without no ladders, but we got close, man. Every trampoline we went through like four trampolines. We wrestle on there every day.
Yeah. Hey,
Yes, sir.
and Slim, even though we went to high school together, I don't remember us ever discussing wrestling. Unless we did, I just don't remember.
Nah, not at all. Never
Yeah, yeah,
did.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cause like I didn't even know that you was into wrestling during the time during the time that we was in
Yeah,
high
we was in
school.
school. Yep.
So the
Yeah.
and the crazy part is that like we get back in contact with each other because of wrestling. Like I would
Because
be
of
seeing
wrestling.
you,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I would be seeing you posting shit. Really, and we'll probably get into
I
this
already know you
later.
going with
Yeah, yeah, but really, when you would be posting your status shit on Goldberg, and I would be
bruh,
commenting like agreeing with what you were saying about Goldberg, and then and then
bruh.
and then that's when you would shot me your number. Then like we would just like be talking
Yeah.
wrestling
Yeah,
every
been
day.
back and forth. Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. And then and
Man,
then and then my bad, go
nah,
ahead. What you about
nah,
to
go
say?
ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Nah, that's gonna say and then you introduced me to Pooties, and then
Yeah.
that's how we all got in our
You
group
got me,
chat,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
and now we got the pod going. But what you about to say, Slim?
Man, Goldberg probably the coolest motherfucker probably walking the earth, man. But as a wrestler, that motherfucker sucked, man. Like,
Terrible.
Hmm.
yeah, terrible, man. I call it that Bronzeberg. He don't even deserve the gold in front of his name because he don't
Nah,
wrestle
but his
gold. You
entrance
know what I'm saying?
alone, bro. His
That's
entrance
it,
alone saves it, bro.
Connor made Botchberg.
man. But come on, man. And then folks be like, he went a thousand and oh, bro. Don't nobody give a fuck how many jobbers he beat on WC on Wisconsin House, say WCW. Don't nobody give a damn how many
WCW.
jobbers he man. He used to trip me out with that shit, bro. When he used to say that shit. But yeah, don't nobody care about all them damn jobbers he
Nah,
ran
nobody
through and
cares
all
about
that
no
shit.
Bill Goldberg.
So come on now.
In your Brett voice.
In your breath voice, bro. Man said Bill Goldberg. He really hated man.
Yeah.
I would too, man. I would too.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I would
I
too
know a
for one
lot
of
of
my
folks was
kids.
like, yeah, but I like to like when I see people post about that because I follow a few wrestling pages online or on Facebook, just on Instagram too. But a lot of people like Brett. It's some Brett that Brett could have did differently to, I guess, prevent that kick. But I'm like, nah, I don't know though. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
just the time. It's just
Yeah,
them freak accidents. I feel like it's just them freak accidents.
yeah.
Yeah,
So, cause he
because
did kick the shit out of that mind though.
because
Yeah, for real.
in one of the many interviews that Brett has done about this, he said that Goldberg whispered to him and he was like, "Watch out for the kick." And Bret Hart was thinking like, "What kick?" And then boom, he kicked his ass right in the head.
Yeah,
And
But
then
damn, if he telling you to
that's what
watch out
started
for the
it.
kick, then
he's telling you watch out
Yeah,
for the kick.
he telling you to watch out for the see that. Yeah, so I don't. Yeah, that's gonna be one of them unsolved wrestling mysteries. You know,
right.
because
And
folks gonna swear.
you
I go
know
ahead.
every I was gonna say, everybody knows that everybody knows that I'm a Bret guy. I'm also a HBK guy too, honestly. But
Yeah,
but a lot of shit Brett brought upon himself. I
Yeah,
gotta be real. Like the
yeah.
Montreal screw job, that's on Brett, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's on
Them
Brett.
folks said. Them folks said Triple A said, "Fuck him, but if he don't want to do business, we gonna do it for him."
see,
That's some
like
gangster. That's some gangster
Yeah,
shit, though.
it is,
yeah.
but it's like if Brett's telling you, right, just I'll drop it to anybody but Sean, or let me beat Sean in Montreal, and I'll hand it over the next night. Brett's been loyal to you up until that point, the most loyal person that you had on your roster, besides Taker, up until that point.
I was just gonna say a side taker.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
Aside
right though.
Taker, up until that point. So that was kind
But
of wrong on Vince.
they also didn't want to risk, because who was that went on WCW and dropped the championship in the trash? Was that Sunny?
Alondra
Who?
Blaze.
Okay,
Alondra
yeah,
Blaze did it.
yeah,
Yeah,
Launcher Blades, yeah, yeah. But
And I
also they,
I
understand
did
Vince from
it.
that point. I
yeah,
understand.
yeah, they don't want to risk that happening again. So I mean,
You
and
won't
I mean,
drop
you
my
got,
shit in the trash can no more.
yeah, I'm like, Brett, you just gotta compromise. Even though Shawn Michaels said what he said, when he said he wouldn't do the same to Brett, when he said that he would, what did Brett say? He said that he would lose to Sean, but Sean said he wouldn't do the same to Brett. So then
Yeah.
that's what caused Brett to be stubborn and not and not want to drop the belt to him. But I'm like, bro, you're going to WCW, bro. Your contract is up, bro. Like you can't
Yeah,
go
so what
to
the
the
fuck difference do it make?
exactly, yeah, you can't go to the competitor with the competitor's belt. Like you just can't do it. You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
come
Yeah.
on
So
now. Yeah.
yeah,
What
So
Vince
let
say? Brett screwed Brett.
yeah,
yeah.
he really did, honestly.
So let me ask y'all this. Speaking of the war, because the that's like the golden era of wrestling right there in America,
Hmm.
right? Um, those 2 points, I'd say, and like people like to say it's a war in WWE and AEW. Do you think that we see those 2 points happen again? Like those two same situations happen again where a champion jumps over and throws a title in the trash can, or a world champion on his last contract? And in the
Uh,
era where they are trying to put us in they're trying to work the audience over into blurring the lines of what's real and not.
Nowadays, I don't I don't see that happening anymore. I think that time is past where wrestling will cross over between programs and still be a champion. I think they have it pretty panned out now to write them off, or if they are a champion, they have them drop the belt, way before. Well, I ain't gonna say way before, but in enough time, for them to bow out gracefully,
Mm-hmm.
basically, and go to the other program. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I would love to see it happen these days. I would love to see
yeah.
it happen, but I just don't think that it will. I think that time is past. Because you got to think about, like, the 90s was different, man. Like the
That shit was so
nineties,
different. Yeah.
yeah, the 90s and the 2000s was a whole different breed back then, man. And I think wrestling has evolved from that. Even though in my opinion the 90s and the 2000s were the best times of wrestling ever. I don't think that shit will ever be topped. But
We're
I
gonna
just
save
don't.
that debate for another episode, Chad. We're gonna save that
Yeah.
debate for another episode.
But yeah, I don't see that happening again where, where we'll see fucking Well, let me backtrack, bro. Now, even though we have not seen somebody on another program dropping the belt, I think the closest thing we got to that was CM Punk's pipe bomb promo, where he basically shitted on WWE before leaving.
Uh-huh.
So I think the most that we'll get will probably something like that again, but I don't see anybody going to a competitor dropping their belt in the trash can.
So
Yeah, I
we
agree.
so we did have something almost to that effect. So it was when CM Punk got let go from AEW, he had just so he had got suspended and he was the world champion and then he got stripped and then they
Mm,
had did something for the world title. I can't remember exactly. And MJF was the champion. CM Punk came back and he had something in a bag and he pulled it out on Collision and it was like, "This is the world championship. It was his." He put spray painted an X and he's like, "This is the real
Yeah,
world
yeah,
championship." So,
oh.
so when he had wrestled at all, I think it was All In right after he wrestled Samoa Joe, he walked out with that title. So really, if he wanted to, he could win
Mm,
out Survivor Series with that title
hmm
because
he
he still had
did.
it in his possession, which should have been like, I think that I don't know if he should have done that, but that would have been crazy to see if he did that. So that's been like the
But
closest
And
thing.
then,
but you know something though, it also could have been that CM Punk could have had that idea, but you know how WWE is now. They don't they don't acknowledge competitors at all on their program. So
Yeah,
yeah, so CM Punk could have came to them with the belt and had an idea to do something with. They
that
probably
would have been
like hell
wild to
no.
see. Yeah,
Uh-huh. They could have been like no, we're not acknowledging our competitors at all. On the TV. It's almost like it's forbidden. You know what I'm saying with
yeah,
them, but. So it could have been very close to happening if WWE agreed to it. Because knowing
but
how CM Punk is, he probably did have an idea or
yeah,
two.
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Hey,
Mm,
but to answer your or to even add to that, I think back in when like Ric Flair had came to the WWF, back in the early 90s, I think
mm.
he did have
Wait, did
WCW
he come
belt
back with the
with
world
him.
title? He didn't he come
He
with the world
came,
title?
yeah, he came with that jump because I remember
Mm,
when he unveiled it, he, took the robe or whatever, they had the, the championship marked out or whatever. So
yeah.
he did it, you know what I'm saying? But I think the Montreal screw job, I believe that shit shook up I say the wrestling world, in my opinion, of course, it kind of shook it up to where it's like, yeah, we won't even play with anybody if they contract
Hell,
up,
the
if
whole wrestling history.
yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like we not even like yeah, like you said, we gonna take this title away from you way before your contract up. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we feel like you don't even want to play ball. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
So yeah, I think that was a lesson probably for any like wrestling organization. Like, bro, we'll never let nobody do that again or even get a chance to do that again. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, for as a wrestling fan, what the don't quote me on the year. You know what I'm saying? But we were still fairly young. Watching it. So, of course, the lines is still blurred for us. And it's like
so
when we see,
Montreal,
yeah,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that
saying?
was that
Was
was
it
'97.
yeah,
97?
November '97.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
November '97.
So it's like I'm 7, you know what I'm saying? I'm 7 years old. So,
Hmm
I'm looking at wrestling, totally different. You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
do it
Versus
to him, Brad. Do it to
do it to him, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then it's
him.
like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's like, bro, y'all like, yeah, I'm a die
Sharpshooter,
hard
Brad.
Shawn Michaels fan. Come
Sharpshooter,
on, bro.
Brad.
You see what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, I'm a die hard Shawn Michaels fan. And I'm like, dang, Vince came out and did it like that. And I'm like, bro,
hmm
he didn't real live hawk the loogie up
Uh,
and
That man, th-
spit on this
that
man.
came from his
Bro,
that
that
came
came
from
from
his
his
liver,
soul.
bro.
You see, bro, bro, what? That was probably the last piece of saliva he had in
and
his
then he
mouth,
did
and he
the
spit it. He did it. You know what I'm saying? And he did the
WCW.
WCW. Yeah. So it's like seeing it as a kid, and the lines kind of still being blurred to us because as being as kids, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like it wowed me for real. Like, damn, this is crazy,
Mhm.
bro, that they didn't did this to this man in his hometown. And then it was even crazier to get older and know the whole backstory of it. Like
Yeah.
Hmm.
it was some black eyes behind this, you know what I'm saying? And to even know like Taker had even got involved
He
in
said, bro,
it.
you fix
You
this
see what I'm
now.
saying? Like you fixed this. And if it causes you getting a black eye and going to sleep for a couple of
Might
minutes,
knock
that's
his
the
ass
price you
out.
knock his ass out. You see what I'm saying? Like that's the price you gotta pay. Now, do I believe Sean and them was in it? Because I seen the little, I forget what I seen it on, but Brett, they was back there in the locker room and Brett was like, Sean, did you have anything to do with this? He was like, swear to God,
Like,
this is not
no,
on my
no,
hand.
right hand. Right hand taker.
Right.
The
Yeah.
right hand
It
taker.
is
Right
right.
hand.
And
Right
it's like,
hand.
bro, you cannot, bro, I couldn't even have believed you for you to not have an ounce of idea on what was finna happen to me. You see what I'm
Oh,
saying?
they
And
knew,
you
bro.
said,
There ain't no
come
way they
on,
ain't
bro.
know,
They ain't
bro.
no way they not know. You see what I'm saying? And then like, bro, you Shawn Michaels, like you and Vince was hella close. Like this man pays you a whole lot of money to sit down. So you can't
Hmm.
tell me you didn't know, and especially a match involving you in it, you can't tell me you didn't possibly know the outcome of the match. You know what I'm saying? So
And Sean later on admitted that he did know.
come on, man.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. It,
He's
it
still the
was it
GOAT,
was one of
though.
the many documentaries I watched about it where
Yeah,
Sean admitted to being in on it. But Vince, it was actually Vince's idea for Shawn Michaels to swear not to admit that he was in on it.
yeah.
And then they say that's the right there. That next night that started the attitude or that couple weeks after when he does that, Vince does that interview about Brett screwing Brett.
Bear screw Brett. Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
What an
Yeah,
introduction to the attitude era, huh?
Yeah, like that's
right.
like
Shoot,
that's
But
that
the
was
then a
like
lot
what
of
an
one.
folks said that
introduction.
shit was a work though. Do
I
y'all
don't
believe
think.
it? I don't
No,
Nah,
believe
there ain't
nah,
no
it.
way.
that
It's
wasn't a
too much.
work,
That
bro.
was
Yeah.
too. It was too real. It
And,
was
and,
too
and
Way
real.
too
also,
real.
and also is no way Brett would have kept this up for this long if it
Come
was
on now.
work.
And his
Yeah.
career got.
Yeah,
So you're saying his career his career ending injury is a fake too? Then if you're saying
Yep.
it's a work,
yeah,
but why
Yeah.
would he? If
right,
he loves wrestling so much, why would he stop wrestling?
Come on now.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Cause like I said, when I done seen folks like say, oh, he was at work, I'm like, y'all, like, nah, it hit too much close to home. Like, I'm not gonna take
Hmm.
no black eye and get spit on for no work just to
Exactly.
For
get
real.
some pull. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. And he told man told him for shit up. Like Owen and the Bulldog came out there, if I ain't mistaken. You know what I'm saying?
They
So it's
did.
Yeah,
like, yeah,
and
like,
Anvil.
Hmm.
yeah. So it's like, yeah, that's hitting a little too close. And then like how I knew it wasn't a work. Brother Mine, he did the WCW thing in the air.
Yeah.
Like I like at 7, I had no idea he was finna jump to WCW. You see what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
it's like I said, is we look at wrestling totally different now. You know what I'm saying? We know a lot
Yeah,
more about wrestling than we did as kids. You know what I'm saying? We know about no contracts and when they contract up, they could possibly jump ship and you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Hmm.
We didn't know the real details about all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't think that shit was no work.
But there's an alternate history where Sean is the one who goes to WCW, where he says, "Vince, you're not gonna do it." And like, no, I trust Brett to do the right thing. Well, if you don't do it, I'm leaving, Vince. He walks out on Vince, and he goes to WCW.
That'll be
Hmm.
insane though, because
Um, I ain't gonna
the
lie. My bad, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead.
nah, I
My
was
bad.
just gonna say real quick, bro. Does that work with what do I want to with a power controlling Hulk Hogan? You know what I'm
Where would you
saying?
put him? You
It
put
doesn't
him with
work.
the NWO?
And
Do you put Sean with the NWO?
but if you put Sean with the NWO, you
Or
see
do
what
you
I'm
have him
saying?
team up
Who
with Sting and take out the
Ooh,
NWO?
I like the idea
I
of
ain't gonna
having
lie.
team up with Sting.
I I ain't gonna lie. Sean joining WCW would have killed his career.
Killed it.
Yeah,
You think?
that. Yes,
You don't think a
abs-
young Chris
absolutely.
Jericho could have got him motivated? A young Eddie
I
Guerrero, a young Rey
I don't
Mysterio?
think so. Because WCW's booking was so terrible. 'Cause
Yeah,
look at how they did Brett when he got to
that shit was
WCW.
god awful.
Like it was terrible,
I
bro.
ain't gonna lie. and he looks so out of place in WCW,
Yeah.
bro. He looks so out of place in WCW. Like I ain't gonna lie, not to cut you out. It was plenty of
No,
times,
you straight.
bro. Like when I used to see like WCW pay per views, and I used to be like, bro, ain't no way Bret Hart on these folks shit.
But
You
remember,
see what I'm
remember
saying?
who had pull in them days? Who was Sean's boys?
Oh, the
Scott
click.
and Kevin.
Yeah, but they
Mm-hmm.
They
ain't
would
have
have had
more.
him. Okay, you could come in here, come with us. You either what you want to do. You want to work them cruiserweights, them fast good matches. You don't got to carry nobody like you got to do over there in WWE. You don't think he'll
Yeah.
be motivated? I mean, it might could kill him. Y'all might could be right, but I feel like him over there, where he don't have to look at all the real workers are over there in WCW at that point.
Now, see,
Mm-hmm.
I'll say this. I think he would have had some phenomenal matches over there, but
Yeah.
I think Hogan would have killed a lot of his momentum just because of how much control he had over the writing and shit. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a lot of it was a
Yeah.
lot of pull in them days.
Yeah, and I know, and I've seen interviews where, Kevin Nash, did say that, they had a lot of pull, but I don't think nobody in WCW had more pull than Hogan. And
Mm-hmm.
like think like even when Hogan and Sting had their heavyweight match,
Starcade.
Hogan didn't even want to drop the belt to Sting then.
They
You see
restarted
Mm-hmm.
the
what I'm
match
saying?
and
Come
killed the
on now.
company.
You
I
see what
get
I'm
mad
saying?
every time I think about that because
Come on, bro.
seriously, if you ask me, that was the beginning of the end for WCW with Starcade '97 when Hogan completely fucked that up,
That just goes to show
So
you
what
how
the freak
selfish
was
that
going on
motherfucker
in
was.
'97?
huh?
What was going on in '97? And that shifted the whole war
Hulk Hogan.
because
Well,
Brett
well,
left, Brett and Vince,
mm,
and then Vince becomes Vince McMahon. Hogan
mhm.
completely destroys the fan base in '97. The whole
Yeah,
war shifts in '97. Because when it started, that was like what
December,
yeah, I was gonna say
December
December.
December.
'97.
So
Yeah,
in a
December.
month's
Hmm.
time, the war shifted. It wasn't gradual.
But
It was a switch.
but you gotta think about it though, like the build up to that match of Hogan and Sting, that was
Was
one of
so
the
epic, bro.
best. It was
So
one of the
epic, bro.
best build-ups I've ever seen in
That shit
wrestling
giving me
history,
chills
bro.
right now, bro. Just like us,
Bro, yeah. Go ahead.
bro. Them folks said Sting didn't talk for months, bro. You see
Bro,
what I'm saying?
all
Waiting
he
at the
would
edge of
do,
their seat. Come on, Sting. Say
all he
something,
would do was
please.
point the bat.
He pointed back, bro.
That's all he would do,
He
and
in
that
the
shit was
rafters,
epic.
bro. It was epic, and he in the rafters just chilling. You see what
Yes.
I'm saying? We on the bro. There was like even bro, like his whole transition to the crow. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like when they brought the face thing out. And then like I know at one point in time I was going back and like probably about a couple of years ago, I was looking at that whole WCW run. Then and you could see he was leaving the beach blonde and his hair was getting longer, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Hmm.
And like I said, just with the NWO coming, everybody, they picked. I'm talking about they was killing it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then they bring the fake Sting in, and everybody thinking Sting with the NWO and all that, and
Yeah.
Sting like, bro, y'all really like, bro, I bleed WCW, so y'all really think I'd enjoy these folks? You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, for them to what I'm saying, I don't want to say drag it because it sounds like a bad word. Like for them
No,
to
but they
have,
had it set up, bro. They
yeah, that's what I
had
was
it.
gonna say, how they had a momentum,
They,
and then Hogan just man fucked it.
bro. How can you not tell this man? All right, bro. Just drop it to Sting. We got Brett right here, bro. Brett and Sting taking on the NWL, both locking in the Scorpion Deathlock and the Sharpshooter
Hmm.
Sharpshooter.
on the outsiders, bro, to win the tag titles. While Sting got the Raw Heavyweight title
My
and Brett
Sting,
goes for the
yeah,
United States, and they hold all the gold,
two
black
man
and pink
power
and
trip.
black and white. Bro, imagine
They could have
That
that
still
would
could
have
have
did.
worked
saved.
for me, brother.
For real. Speaking,
Man.
but nah. Speaking of not working for me, brother, and who got pulled, the aftermath of the Royal Rumble. It was heavily rumored we were going to get Cody Roman 3. and it looks like somebody got away from that match, and it looks like Roman got himself the main event of WrestleMania with him winning the
Um,
Royal Rumble and him going on and challenging CM Punk on Monday Night Raw. Well, what do y'all think of that?
Hold on, my audio had dropped for a second. Say that again.
What you think of Roman challenging Punk and solidifying that as probably going to be night two's main event,
instead of another Roman and Cody
and
3,
then
which
another
I'm
Roman and
glad that
Cody
we
three?
not getting.
All right. So for one, this is going to add so much value to the World Heavyweight Championship if Roman wins. Well, honestly, it's kind of already added value for the fact that Roman is even competing for that belt. For one, um, I think it's going to be a hell of a match for one, and that promo was so fucking good last night.
I watched that
To
motherfucker like
Yeah,
3 times.
yeah, to
had to
where like
rerun it back,
cause like it got to the point where I was questioning. I was like, damn, do these niggas really don't they really don't fuck with each other?
Come on now, he calling
and they
feeling
really
some more
might
shit.
not. They
They
really
really
might
might
Yeah,
not.
not.
cause I'm like, is this another Seth Rollins in Punk situation where they really don't like each other?
Because I want to see that podcast that he was talking about. And I want to know what the fuck he said.
Yeah. I want to know that too. So, and then like the way that Roman painted the picture, like I wasn't even paying attention at War Games when Punk was holding up the belt behind Roman like
Yeah,
that. And if for him to notate that, if and then like you said, for him to reference that
like he's
podcast,
little bro in him. I'm gonna pull up the quote for y'all.
um, but I want to ask y'all something.
Uh-oh, go ahead.
If So, okay, well, before I get to my question, everybody has pretty much, everybody's pretty much predicting that Roman's going to win at WrestleMania, right?
Put them damn ones up.
I don't know, man.
And
It's clobbering time.
and I'm not going to be mad if Roman wins. If Punk wins, does this put him? Well, first off, if Punk wins, what does it do for his career? If
Um,
if he beats Roman at the main event of WrestleMania, the biggest stage,
I
if
think
he
it proves he's the
wins,
what he it backs it up. Is what he says is literally the best in the world because
Yeah, I
you
was
can
gonna say
say
the
he's
same thing.
beaten a lot of greats, and it just solidifies he beats
Mhm.
the greatest wrestler of this era right now. Of the 2020s, you could even go far back and argue as the 20s from when he was his big dog. He's had a
Mhm.
decade run so far.
That's a big ass notch on his belt if he win though. Um, I ain't gonna lie though, I can't see as far as right now, I can't see Roman not winning that joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see him not winning. And it
Okay,
is
so
crazy.
this
Go
is the
ahead.
quote. This is the quote. All right.
Hmm.
So, but the pay per view itself, and this is talking. I think it was TLC 2013. Uh, so it's December. It's me versus the Shield 3-on-1, but the pay per view itself, it's me versus the Shield 3-on-1. This is the most pushed three guys since like Bobby Lashley. They pushed and protected all three guys, and they're like, "You're going over." And I was like, "Okay, if that's what you want." And then they grabbed me and they stressed, but you got to make Roman look really strong. And I was like, "No, I was going to fucking shit on him and beat him, and I was going to tear through them and fucking Superman the shit out of them and GTS all three of them at the same time." I was like, yeah, I get it. Okay. So while we're putting the match together, every 2 minutes, somebody new is coming up to me. Hey, you got to make him look really strong. So I got so sick of Michael Hayes and everybody else coming up to me, people who weren't even involved in the match. Hey, you're making him look really strong, right? And I finally said, you know what? You know what? What would make him look really strong if they beat me because three guys can't be one guy. That's fucking dumb. But no, Vince wants you to go over. Okay, but you got to make him look, god damn it, I fucking get it. I don't know how. I know how to do the job. Shut the fuck up. But if one more, I'm just gonna fucking put them over. That's it. I'm gonna put them over, and they're gonna look really strong, and then you're gonna be happy, right? Well, no, because they want you to go over, but you have to. So that was the quote, basically, that Roman was saying that I got so much heat on him backstage and made his job really tough. Which, in hindsight, it really did because once Punk left, there was nobody else but Roman to be
Hmm.
forced down our throat.
You know, it just happened that we because and it's funny because you sure ain't lying because it's funny because I remember one segment where it was him and John Cena. And this one Roman wasn't really good at cutting them promos. And John Cena
Yeah.
was like, I
No
can't remember
Mercy
exact.
2017. That was the build up to that match.
Yeah, he was like,
I know which one you're talking about. Which
yeah,
promo you talking
he was like, come
about?
on, kid. He was like,
You got it. Come on.
you gonna have to learn to cut it or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And he looked at John Cena like, you motherfucker. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
you
it's
got
like,
me.
Hmm.
yeah, you got me. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy because it's like to see John Cena say that back then and to hear his promos now, like, bro, them hoes is like flawless, bro. You know what I'm
They
saying? Like,
are.
it's a full 360. Like, you would have thought he came in, like, I to my opinion, he didn't got so good at them Johns. Like, bro, you would have, like I said, you would have thought he came in the game like that. And it's like, no, bro, it's the complete opposite. Like, he couldn't cut them hoes for shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's like now it's damn near like I'm pretty sure he might be sometime. I don't necessarily want to say going out the dome with it, but just some
He's
of that shit
able
he probably
to, yeah, he's got that pull to
yeah,
be like, okay, just tell
yeah,
me what I need to say and I got you.
yeah. Because I feel like he pulled a rabbit out the hat last night when he was like, you taught me everything on what not to do. You
Yeah,
know what
that
I'm
was a
saying?
Hmm.
bar.
Yeah, because
It
it's like
was.
when CM Punk said what he said before that, I'm like, damn, he slick got the man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because it's like it is true because it's like CM Punk went line because it was like, bro, I did it with Paul Heyman and look what you went and did. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like you
Yeah.
really damn near did follow in my footsteps. You know what I'm saying? But for Roman to be able to flip it, it's like, yeah, bro, you cold on the mic now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Okay, so my question to y'all is this: if if okay, so back to my point earlier, right? If Punk wins at WrestleMania, main event night two, and retains the title from Roman Reigns, does that put him above Cody in the conversation?
Of what? Like, what's the
Um,
conversation?
of
Like,
of
what
who
is it?
has had the who has had the better career?
Mm, I still think it's Punk,
yeah.
even if he loses.
Okay, so what's Punk regardless for you then?
For me, because, all right, so Cody's biggest moment up until, to take out him coming back facing Seth Rollins and then him winning the title at WrestleMania. Um, what's his biggest moment?
To me, WrestleMania 40 when he beat Roman.
That's what I'm saying. Take out that match and then his match coming back at
Oh,
with Seth Rollins. Because
yeah, with Seth
those are
Rollins.
his two biggest moments, I say, in his career. Outside of that, he has none. I see
And
CM Punk, he has
the pipe bomb
the pipe bomb. He has
Yeah.
the match with Cena. He
in
has
Yep.
Chicago. Yeah.
what else does he have? He has his Ring of Honor
His
2005 run. He has his what else does he have? I'm trying to think.
his
And then
match
he
against
has
The
his
Rock.
return, yeah, his match against The Rock, and then he goes to AEW, where Punk even has a better career in AEW over there than
Hmm.
Cody has, arguably. He has their biggest show and Rampage when it debuts on Friday in Chicago. He has
Hmm.
a lot of their first like evers with pay-per-views and has a lot arguably more meant to storylines through there. And he left on a more sober note.
And
Damn.
also, I want to say this too. Punk's title reign now is to me has been better than Cody's title reign.
Both of them.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. It's because he's a better title chaser.
Oh
It's
my
just
god,
it's his
that shit was so
character.
funny.
Because if you
And
think
I like
about it,
Cody.
okay, Cody beat Cena right to win it at SummerSlam,
Yeah, Super Cody.
and and after that, all he did was beat Drew McIntyre what 2 3 times,
Yeah, and
and
we're
those were
being
all the title
generous. Yeah,
defenses.
and we're being generous on the
Yeah.
amount of times they
Yeah,
fought.
Punk beat Braun Breaker, Finn,
Jey Uso,
Jey Uso. Yeah, yeah, because that's when he won it Saturday Night Main
yeah,
Event against Jey
AJ,
Uso. And then who?
AJ Styles.
Yep, yep, and AJ Styles. So then you compare that to
Yeah, that's
Cody's,
insane.
and it's really not a comparison, really, if
But
you
then
break
you
it
can
down
say the
like that.
same thing about Seth's title reign. Both of them, when he won the world title the first time, when he was just facing Damian Priest and Finn
Yeah.
Balor, just
Yeah.
stretching those matches out.
Hmm.
So it's just like, and as you mean, like, and as your point to like for the world heavyweight title to mean something, it does mean something because Roman said he even said he's like that's the title that's the participation title, and he had the Universal, and they merged it with the WWE. And Seth won. He's
Yeah.
like, you're not down my level. They gave you this title because nobody could take it off of me, and now he's competing on it. And it's like, did this match really need the world title? No. But having the world title means something, having the world title being defended between Punk, who's always said he's the best in the world, with the person who literally saved WWE, I
Mhm.
would
Yeah.
say. Literally saved
Yeah.
WWE. What Punk thought he could do, Roman actually did.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Damn. That's
And
true.
I'm diehard Punk fan.
And
So do you look
go ahead, bro.
nah, I was gonna say so going back to the segment that they had last night, uh when CM Punk said you may have had it longer, held the title longer, but he did it better. Would y'all agree with it?
Mm.
Because
I
when
feel
he
like
said that, I was like,
he's got a
I ain't gonna lie,
point,
Punk had a point.
but but really, did how many missed opportunities did that championship run really have? I would say there's three feuds that we were really robbed of during that time. It was the AJ Styles. AJ Styles never fought Bloodline Roman Reigns, I don't think. A beef, a real war, like faction warfare with the Hurt Business, with Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns. And then really just because he did, I was like, damn, man, I wish he would have had that bigger Keith Lee, because he had him and Roman had a little interaction in 2019, and then he had came up during 2020. So I think that's one of the ones that could have really did something. But
yeah,
in terms of that's really it. Like his early feud, like with Edge and Daniel Bryan, that was good. And then he had Daniel Bryan's last match, and Roman and Daniel Bryan always had good chemistry. Oh,
Mhm.
not Keith Lee. I'm thinking Bray Wyatt. Imagine a bloodline Roman Reigns against a Bray Wyatt.
yeah,
But back to my point, like he did have a 1,000 day reign, but some of them feuds were kind of memorable. Like the LA Knight one was pretty good. Like it had came up with that real
Crown
viral
Jewel.
picture of him where LA Knight, Roman and LA Knight, where they had
Mhm.
that segment, and you can see Roman through LA Knight's glasses. Like
mhm,
that picture goes viral a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and then the Ray and a lot of people forget Ray and Dom actually feuded with the Bloodline early on.
mhm,
And then
mhm,
he even feuded with the New Day. People forget that. They just look at they just think it's like the Cody and the Sammy and the KO matches. But he really fought
Mhm.
a lot of people early on. Like
yeah,
even building up to Drew. Like that Drew match was pretty good up until Solo interfered.
Yeah.
Like it's not a bad reign. It's just a lot of people sleep on the early on parts.
girl,
Yeah.
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 They forget because shit was so long. Hell, I forget.
Yeah, because people started just remembering when the Usos had the tag titles and they had every gold.
Yeah.
Um,
Man, I don't know. Hmm.
that was yeah, like I said, man. That segment last night was flawless. And then it's
It
like you
really
got
was.
two, and then like it's good too because you got two motherfuckers that's I'm talking about that's killing the microphone. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's
in their
killing them
sleep. Like
in
you can
they
see on
sleep.
Punk's, if you're watching the promo, go
effortlessly.
back and watch the promo and just watch Punk's expressions. He's smiling because he knows Roman's engaged. And when
Mm,
Roman's engaged, you have the best wrestler on the planet
real talk.
Hmm.
that could
Be-
talk, that could
yeah,
talk
and
and back
because
it up.
because I was tripping, bro, when CM Punk first came out there and he started talking to Finn Balor,
Finn Balor.
and you see Roman turn his head like nigga,
Like
what,
what?
what, like
You
Yeah,
came out here to
you're
talk
on
about
my
Finn
time.
Balor.
you on my time, bro, talking about the next wrestler, like, motherfucker, is you
Hmm.
crazy?
And
Yeah.
then when CM Punk touched on Roman being a part timer.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, man, shots fired.
And
Shots
then
fired.
he was like, shit, you took a 10-year hiatus. He was like, shit, I be trying to get it in too, man.
Yeah,
That's what it was like, bro. They was throwing haymakers at each other.
yeah.
And
And
so so this promo makes me hope that I hope that Roman has more days added to his schedule leading up to WrestleMania
Man,
or
because
at
hell
least till
yeah.
after the chamber. Like he don't if like
yeah,
he don't need to be on the road to the chamber. Like if let Punk just worry about his next challenger and get through that. Like he can come back after chamber.
Yeah, but like you said,
yeah,
after the chamber,
yeah.
he gotta be there.
Yeah,
Yeah, he do because if the promos are going to be like that, then I need more. It's
I
going to be
need,
more.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm talking
yeah,
about I need one every Monday, Danner, to be honest, after the chamber.
yeah,
At
for
least
sure.
one. You know what I'm
or
Yeah,
just
saying?
like have them swap. Like don't have them face off. Just have them do one promo. Like have them each cut a promo 1 week, 1 week, 1 week.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
With one of them need to cut a promo every week. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
you said, vice
yeah.
versa. Yeah. If they not gonna face off, then have Punk on there 1 week. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Yeah. And then here have a couple of times where they go at each other for a hot second. You know what I'm saying? Have a
yeah,
quick little brawl right quick, and then security gotta come out there and break it up. You know how they do it. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Cause yeah, and it's like and it's crazy because think about it, bro. We looking more forward to the world heavyweight joint now than we are
we
The
the
are.
main
WWE.
title. Yeah, and that's crazy.
But
You
that's
know
what I
what
was
I'm
saying
saying?
about the pool, bro. Not to interrupt, but
Yeah. Now you
Cody's like,
good.
okay, I'm the champ, and it's clearly something's not working right now. Let me drop it and know I'm better as chasing the title. I'm gonna make my storyline hot. We gotta watch SmackDown. Remember, we gotta see how it's gonna cook.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I gotta watch SmackDown anyway, cause Leah Morgan gonna be on that joint this
All
Friday. So
right, so
yeah.
since
She
she's gonna be there, what was your instant reaction, bro, to her winning when you saw when it got to the final three? Let's talk
that
about
man,
the final three.
Lynn
So
probably cried when
Ruka,
she won.
Tiffany Strand, and Liv Morgan on the edge of the apron. Something that we
Bruh,
really don't even see,
come on. Like,
like as a finish in the Rumble.
bro, before I even get into that, let me just say this, bro. The women have, and I've said this before, bro. The women have been killing it. Like they've been killing the Rumble, like ever since they, I feel like
Since
ever
they
since they gave
started.
them, since they
Yeah.
It's
started,
been what
bro. Like,
9 years,
7 or 8 now.
seven or
said,
eight. Oh, okay, all right,
Started, I think, in 2018 to 2019.
bro,
okay.
they've been killing it. You know what I'm saying? Especially like the last two, I know like for sure. Like I can remember, like yeah, like they killed it. But I know when them three was on that damn edge, I said she better not fall off this joint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She better not fall off this joint, man. But the what's her name?
So Ruka,
Man, she's
Hey, she
so
showed
cold,
out.
bro. When she hit
y'all
the
like her
double soul
finisher?
snatcher, what?
Yes, yes.
A lot of people don't like it because it's like it's too uh gymnastic where you gotta wait. Like you gotta set you gotta wait. Like a lot of people complain that the opponent you gotta be waiting a certain way and it looks like you're just waiting for the move. Like
Isn't
it's
her
not
background
fluid.
gymnastics though?
No, but I'm saying like it's the way that how to set up for the move. Like you gotta just wait and
Yeah, you
just
gotta
sit
sit
there and
there.
wait till she
Yeah,
flips. Is what I'm saying. But I like it. It's something different. I like it.
yeah, it's
No,
something totally
it's
different.
something
I
different.
Hmm.
I feel like with I feel like with the right, I don't know how I want to say
When
this.
she hits it right, like when she hit it earlier in the match, it was good because
It was
JC
on point.
Jane, she wasn't paying
Yeah,
attention. Like she made it look she
yeah.
wasn't paying attention. But in
So
at that, like you were saying on the apron, it looked good. It's just like,
yeah,
okay, why would you do that on the apron?
exactly.
Hmm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But
Hmm.
like, I think just if you play the move right, then you wouldn't have to. Like a lot of people say, shit. I mean, I guess it's kind of harder said than done, or easier said than done. But shit, I like that jump when she first
I
did
did
that
too.
jump. I'm like, damn. I'm like,
Yeah,
damn, she hit that jump. Then she hit the double jump. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
yeah.
And when she tried to do that jump outside, I'm like, yeah, her ass going off this jump. She tried that crazy shit. And it was so cold how Liv hit the
Oblivion.
yeah, how she hit that jump. I'm like, yeah, that was hard. So
Yeah,
Hmm.
when she eliminated Raquel Rodriguez, I'm like, yeah, but like I said, that was I just had a feeling she was gonna win anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
yeah,
Because it looked like the momentum is going back to her, especially because she had the momentum before she got hurt. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it's like they gonna they gonna always put that
It's just
belt on.
something with the audience clicked on another level with her. Like people always
Yeah,
appreciated
Yeah.
her ever since her days with the Riot Squad. Like people always like, yeah, that's like a cool underdog we could get behind. And then they
yeah,
brought her back with that little Lana storyline, and then it just gradually happened, and then it just once she got with Rhea, and then after that with Dom, and then it's just like her return after the first injury she had when she came back before she got injured this recent time. She even like another reached another level. I feel like, and
yeah,
they
and that's
just
when I go ahead.
no go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and that's when I like really hopped on the bandwagon when she came back the first time and when she tore Rhea Ripley shit up backstage.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
I'm like, yeah, I can get with her. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I've been with it. I've been with it ever since, man.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
So does she win at Mania?
Damn right she win.
yeah.
Yeah,
Storyline wise, is gonna be against Raquel. Better match wise, it should be against Stephanie, and I think that would be
Hmm.
an incredible match.
yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah.
and
But
honestly, Stephanie's title reign, I feel like it hasn't gone as good as I thought it would.
early on, it started good, but then
Yeah.
then that match when Naomi was supposed to happen, a lot of people were looking forward to it, and I feel like
Right.
after Naomi left, it kind of just like fizzled out.
So
Hmm.
what happens when Naomi comes back though? But she had
Mm,
Naomi versus Liv.
the other belt
that
though.
would be good.
She had the women's undisputed jump though, didn't it?
No, she was going for
No.
the world heavyweight.
She had the world heavyweight jump.
She had
Okay.
won the WWE before,
Yeah, yeah,
but she
yeah. That's
had
right.
won
That's
the
right.
world
She had the world
heavyweight. She had
heavyweight.
just won the world heavyweight.
Ooh, so there you yo.
Yeah, so because I mean, other than that, would y'all hypothetically like to see a Liv versus Jay Cargill?
I ain't gonna lie, man. So I'm very, very disappointed in the Jay Cargill title reign.
Hmm.
And it's gotten to the point where it's to me it's kind of career suicide at this point with how they're with how they're booking her title reign. Cause like
She hasn't defended
when
that hoe, hasn't she?
I don't think she
Mm-mm.
has at
Because
all.
Tiffany
And
Stratton
also
ain't been there.
yeah, and also she's injured probably like two or three people as well in the
Yeah,
process.
on the tour, bro. It was a holiday tour.
Hmm.
Oh, during
Hmm.
Christmas.
Yeah. So like, but what I'm getting at is like whenever she loses the belt, I don't want to see her as a champion. If again for a long time, if not again.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's because like I was excited for her to jump up. I was like, oh yeah, she's gonna be a big star. And it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
something's not clicking. I don't know what it is. Maybe she needs a mouthpiece, or maybe she just needs to go on just like this dominant run. But maybe it goes to the part of like even with Chelsea Green in the United States title, like people who've been watching Unreal, they see like Bro Dog said, "Oh yeah, put the title back on Chelsea Green." And Triple H is like, "Okay, well, who does she face?" And then Road Dogg was like, "I don't know." Like, bro, look at the roster, pick a name, anybody, please, bro. Just do
Man,
something.
so
He's like, I don't know, Hunter. I'm sorry, I just don't know. And then the Triple H is looking like, bro, it can't be the just pick a name, bro. You go
yeah.
down. He's like, go down the list, and then they go down the list, bro. And it's like, Road Dogg's like, yeah, you're right. And it's like, bro, how y'all got these guys booking the damn SmackDown, bro? Like, it's not that
Uh,
hard. All right, Jay Cargill's a heel. Chelsea Green is a heel who's funny. Pair them up, bro. Even if you got to do them as a damn tag team,
Hmm.
because they're throwing everybody as a damn tag team. Just get them to be funny or something, just to get over. Like Chelsea Green should be considered, like she's got the United States over, bro, by just
Yeah.
being comedic. Well, on Raw, Becky Lynch and just putting over Maxine, putting them as workers as the Intercontinental title with Lyra. Like you just, all right, identify what works with the titles and go from there. Like now they got a damn tag team division. You got the Bellas,
Hmm.
Rio as the tag team champion, Charlotte and Alexa, Nia Jax, and you made a superstar in Lash Legend,
Yeah,
one of
she
the
showed
bright
out at
spots of the
Rumble.
whole Rumble.
yeah, and in
Lash
one night,
Legend,
yeah, like that's crazy.
bro, come on. Like you have her and Nia, then who else? You have Lyra and Bailey. Like you have a tag division. You have all these interacting storylines. You have Raquel and Rox, or Rox and Liv, and you have all these
Hmm.
tag teams you could do intertwine them. Like, bro, how is the women constantly overshadowing the men, and they don't even get half the time they do?
For real.
They they maximizing their time, and I want to say something about Unreal. So first season, I think was I think was good, honestly. And I know a lot of people aren't really fucking with it because it basically exposes the backstage creative
Yeah,
development or whatever. This season was terrible, and I say that because it really exposed how trash they are when it comes to creative.
yes.
Like get Road Dog ass out of here. Oh, you
Get
didn't know?
get
Get the
Bruce
fuck
Pritchard
out.
out the fucking place, bro.
Yes,
Please.
bro. Like get Road
Michael
Dog
King
ass out of
Hayes,
here.
get up out of there, bro.
Like if like to me
You need some
that
young minds, man.
this last season, like I was wondering why SmackDown was so trash. God damn it, I know now. Like
Bro,
Yeah,
like
come
that.
on.
Like it was terrible, bro. Like Road Dogg don't even know what's going on, and
Bro.
you had it created for SmackDown, bro, and you don't know what the
Bro,
fuck going
get
on.
Road
and it
Dogg up out
shows.
there. Call get Billy Gunn in here, bro.
You said what?
I said, get Road Dogg out here and call Billy Gunn. Do what you
Billy
gotta do. Get
Gunn.
his ass in there, bro.
Is
You got the
Billy
wrong
Gunn still
number.
with a Billy Gunn
Yeah,
still
he's
with
still at
AEW, isn't it?
AEW, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But but my God, man, like that was terrible. Like you know, I'll take a deeper dive into that on another episode. But I just wanted to say that, man, like this last season of Unreal really exposed how terrible they are in the writing room right now.
So,
Yeah.
do y'all think Unreal is taken away from the aura or mystique of wrestling? Because I think Undertaker had said something about it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Um, I think
This. Oh, go ahead, bro. Yeah.
I think the Mystique died the day. There's a couple days Mystique died. There's the day Mystique died when Undertaker when started his own podcast after not talking for 20 years. There's the day the Mystique died when fucking they all hugged in Madison Square Garden.
yeah, the
But
curtain call.
There's Mystique when Hulk Hogan shows up at WrestleMania with a black eye, and he says in his sports, and he was in a jet ski accident. Like, nah, bro, there's deeper stuff going
Mhm.
on. Like, Mystique has been dead. Like, it's been
Yeah,
blurred. I don't.
Yeah.
I
because
mean, personally, like as a fan, I just don't like oversharing with people who are not gonna appreciate it.
yeah,
But
because
then
it's like
there's
I
But then
go
there's
ahead, go
also
ahead.
like, not to interrupt you, but there's also like, okay, let me see how this I want to be a writer for a wrestling show. Let me see how this goes on TV. Let me get a deeper dive into how it goes and the different storylines and how they come about. Like there's different
Yeah.
ways you can look at it besides just being from a wrestling standpoint as well.
Hmm.
I feel like just being a diehard wrestling fan anyway, like I feel like it ain't gonna deter you away from it. It shouldn't if you call yourself a wrestling fan because it's like I said too, as we get like bro, we in our 30s. Like we know it's scripted, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's like it's nothing really that Unreal is gonna show me that's gonna make me think any different. And then too, when we talk about the Mystique dying shit, the Mystique started dying when y'all started putting documentaries out on the
Yeah.
wrestlers, you know what I'm saying?
oh
Because
yeah,
it's like I remember the first documentary I seen was Stone Cold joint. I think
yeah,
it was on
Hmm.
like Netflix or something like that. I was on my cousin's house and I just, just was over there chilling and I'm just scrolling through, Netflix, whatever, and I seen it. And it was like a lot of stuff in that joint he was saying, like I didn't, of course I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
I didn't know Shawn Michaels had hurt himself at the Rumble at the casket match in the casket
Oh
match against
yeah.
Undertaker. I didn't know that, you know what I'm saying? And it's like when he was talking about the match that him and HBK had at WrestleMania, you know what I'm saying? You could tell on certain moves that HBK back was hurting him and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So uh and it never deterred me from being a wrestling fan or whatever. Like I said,
Yeah.
but at the age that we at, we know that this shit is scripted. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But just
Hmm.
the wrestling fan in us is gonna always want to watch it and is gonna always be entertained by it. You know what I'm saying? Do sometimes like we are able to try to decipher if the lines are blurred. Like sometimes we don't know because think about the promo we talking about last night. Roman caught this man feeling out it and he going back. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
stop.
Yeah.
Like the lines are kind of blurred then in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like wrestling gonna always have some kind of mystique to it. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Yeah. So
So I think I'm not mad at the whole Unreal thing. I just don't like I said again, I just don't like how this last season played out because it really made them look bad.
yeah,
Like seriously. Like
yeah.
and
almost every episode I'm sitting there scratching my head like what the fuck are y'all doing in these meetings when y'all discussing y'all creative directions?
When I first
yeah,
found out
exactly.
Road Dogg was over SmackDown, it let me know all I needed to know on like no wonder this show is ass the way it is, bro,
Mhm.
because you know what I'm saying? You got
So
a mid Carter running your show, you know what I'm saying?
so
But
my so I'm wondering now, is he still running it? Because SmackDown has been better this year so
No,
far.
so I forgot his name. It's the light skinned dude on there. He was over Raw, but now he's over Raw and SmackDown.
So is Road Dogg out of there? Did they fire him? I
No,
hope so. Oh,
he's just not the lead creative guy no more. It's that
yeah.
light skinned dude.
Okay.
he
Okay.
still got a seat at the table. He's just
Yeah, he's
his
just not
voice
the head
ain't
one.
his
He's not
voice
the
ain't
head
as
one
big.
yet.
Yeah, his voice ain't as
Hmm.
big no more. Hell, they need to get on get HBK in that motherfucker the way he running NXT and shit.
NXT.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, you know.
Well, that's what they're
I
saying
feel.
that AJ, everyone want AJ to do is becoming like a mentor to NXT. But then
Mhm.
Oh
again,
yeah.
Seth and CM Punk and kind of Cody Rhodes all want that HBK spot when they're done.
Hmm. That'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who y'all think would run the better show? If it had to be between Rollins and who you say Cody
And Punk,
and Punk.
Hmm.
mm, that's a good question.
Who's
I think they would end up working together. I'll work together.
if I had to pick one, you said between Rollins, Punk, and who? In
Cody.
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 I damn near want to say Punk.
I was gonna say that too, but I
Yeah.
think it would be a situation where
I'm
they
gonna
would
tell
just
you
work
why.
together.
I agree, and I'm gonna tell you why. You remember the first season of you remember the first season of Unreal when Punk was putting together the end of the chamber.
Oh yeah,
and how he basically drew that up, how he was going to be how his head was going to be leaning out of the ring. Seth Rollins would
Yeah,
come stomp, and then and
Yeah.
then John Cena put the
The
STFU on
SCW,
him.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
How just how he drew it up, I was like, damn, man, this man know how to fucking produce a match.
And it
And
was
and
yeah,
hard too how he did
yeah,
because it,
yeah,
it, it played out so right. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It played out so right.
yeah,
I forget about that, yeah, but I remember that. Because I remember, yeah, because he was talking to Triple H about that, wasn't it?
yeah. And
I
Cena, and
Yeah, I
Cena.
think so. Yeah,
Yeah,
uh-huh. Yeah, so I think that's dope how he did that. And also, you know, I'm a rank. I'm gonna put Punk first as far as the top one who will probably run it. I'm gonna put Rollins second and Cody third. Rollins, the reason why I say Rollins is how he put together that whole injury thing for SummerSlam.
Hmm.
Even though it was predictable to an extent, it was still cool as hell how it played out, and
Yeah,
how Rollins played his part and was and was out in public on crutches and shit. Like I just think that was dope how he played his part into that. And
yeah.
I mean, I put Cody last because of his fucking title reign. I feel like he has, if he's one of the top guys, he has enough say so in directing his title reign, and the way it played out just didn't play out. So
yeah,
I think I put Cody at the bottom.
Damn title chaser. Man, what you say, Shazam? Damn title chaser.
yeah,
Now, in Cody's defense, though, I will say this: WrestlePalooza, Cody's idea was to lose to Drew McIntyre.
yeah. So he's been wanting to chase the title for a while now. Because
Hmm.
I guess that means that goes far back to where we know that Roman and Cody was off the table then.
Yeah, yeah. So
I think they probably got somebody on their board or on their staff who probably sit there and read Facebook comments and post all damn day. They probably sent a couple of
hmm
posts where motherfuckers somebody they didn't
Triple
want to
H
see
is
a
on. They
person
say
post it.
Triple H is heavily on Twitter.
I don't know the
Him and Tony Khan, Tony Khan,
Tony
him and
Khan.
Tony
Tony
Khan.
Khan are on Twitter daily, like reading that shit with the marks.
We'll see, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's a good stopping point right there. With the build up to the Elimination Chamber. So
Yeah.
Mm.
as we get ready to close, I think this first episode went pretty good. Let us know in the
Mhm.
comments below any ideas y'all would have that we any topics y'all would like us to talk about. We could go deep dive into whatever topics y'all want to talk about. As we build up to the Elimination Chamber, give y'all let us know in the comments y'all favorite Elimination Chamber moments. Who would you like to see in the Elimination Chamber this year? Because I have a feeling CM Punk is going to want to run the gauntlet in the chamber in his hometown. And I'd best bet that he's going to bleed in that chamber
In Chicago. Ooh, that's gonna
in
be epic.
Chicago.
Yeah, that shit gonna be epic.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
gotta say so.
So I look forward to this road to WrestleMania with Roman and Punk. And let's see how the rest of the card shapes up. But it's been a
Yeah.
pleasure hosting. It's Putties. I'll let my other two friends sign out. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Four corners out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
four
Four
corners.
corners out, man. See y'all next week.